What is good, everybody? Welcome to my series 30 Teams, 30 Days. What better way what better way to start off than with my favorite team, the Chicago Bulls? I put 30 teams in a cup. I'll be pulling them out every single day, and that's what I'll talk about. Ironically, the first team I got was my hometown team, Chi-Town Bulls. And they had a pretty good season. I think they finished either third or fourth in the East. So that was much better than previous years where we didn't even make the playoffs. So I take that win. You feel me? We lost in the first round to the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo, we have nothing to stop that. And it was very clear that we're back in the playoffs, but we still got a little bit to go. You know, we got DeRozan, who's 32 right now. He still got some years in him. He was playing at an MVP level at the beginning of the season. And, towards the end of the season, he kind of came back down to earth and was still playing at a pretty high level, if you ask me. So that's something good to take away. I mean, before Alonzo Ball went down, the Bulls were doing pretty well. And once he went down, it just showed how much we need him. I really like Lonzo Ball. He's a pass first kind of guard. I feel like something that we've been missing for a while, and we finally have it. I mean, as long as he can stay healthy, he's only making about 18 million a year. Not too high by today's standards in the league. 18 million is actually not a lot at all, and for a 24-year-old guard, 6'6", 190. I mean, Lonzo Ball can legitimately become an all-star. He's like that. Defensive wise, I like how he's able to get it. He's able to get at it and show consistency, and has definitely become a much improved shooter. Yeah. I mean, the Bulls have some bright spots, but I feel like where we lack the most is our wing depth. We got DeMar DeRozan, who's not really so much a defender. He's never really been a defender. He's only about 6'6". Yeah, we only have a few guys over 6'8", really, and they're not really they're not really that good. Malcolm, who, um, where is that? Got Tyler Cook. I mean, I don't know how much of a factor that he will be. He played okay, but he's not really showing me like extreme potential or anything that we can ever build around. And that's if that's one of your tallest guys, that's clearly something that you need to work on. And that's something I feel the Bulls lack the most. We need some long wings because this is the NBA and it's dominated by the wings. Every team that, well, except for the Golden State Warriors, not the biggest team, but most of the teams that are good defensively have guys with some length, and that's something that we could definitely improve on. And our center play, we have Vucevic, but then after that, we really don't have too much. I don't see Tristan Thompson staying around. Pretty much just picked him up. I mean, he was okay. I feel like if anything, he brought a veteran mindset and, feel me, somebody for the young guys to soak up information from. But other than that, we could really use some centers. I got some centers right here that I feel like the Bulls should go for, uh, and also a power forward. First guy is Thaddeus Young. He played for the Bulls a couple years ago. I feel like back then it didn't work because the Bulls were expecting him to be one of the best players, and he was one of the best players. But Thaddeus Young is getting up there in age, and I don't feel like he should be leaned on to be a top scorer. But defensive wise and how smart he is, we could use that back. And he's a free agent It'll probably cost us about 10 mil to get him, but I mean, we don't have a huge payroll. We're not paying guys absurd amounts of money right now, so I feel like we could probably afford that, and he would bring a big boost to our defense. Another guy I like is Chris Boucher. I feel like he's not bad defensive wise, but he's also long, about 6'10", power forward center who can shoot the three ball, and he's also a pretty good hustle player. I like watching him. He seems to have a pretty good motor, which is always welcome. You love guys who just go out there and hustle and dive for loose balls and scrapping for rebounds. The dirty things that most people don't want to do, he'll do. So I like him. Another good option is JaVale McGee. I feel like JaVale McGee is pretty good for any team. He's a tall center who can grab rebounds, athletic, he can defend the paint, and honestly, he's just a overall really good player. I mean, he's had his Shaq in a fool moments, but since the last few years, since he went to the Lakers, I mean, he stepped up his game and really has shown that he can be a factor on a championship contender, or just a team looking to get into the playoffs and make some noise. Another guy, which is pretty far fetched, I believe, but why not? If the Golden State Warriors are willing to let him walk, Kevon Looney. I feel like he would be a great addition to us. A champion. He's a hustle rebounder. I mean, setting nice solid picks, and he comes from the Golden State Warriors. That culture over there, we could integrate some of the things that they got going into where we're trying to go. I mean, DeRozan not getting no younger, but as we all know, a lot of this depends on whether we get Zach Levine back. And if we're not able to get Zach Levine back, we can pretty much we can pretty much scratch all this. I don't really see us being too big of a factor. I mean, unless Ayo DeSumo is able to continue to build off his rookie year, and he had a great rookie year in my opinion, but he's no Zach Levine. If we're relying on him to be the next Zach Levine, it's gonna be a couple years. I mean, unless he just has an amazing sophomore year, which is not too far fetched, like based on the rookie season that he had. I mean, when Lonzo went down, he was a big piece, and he has great potential, but I feel like the Bulls should look to win now. So if the rumors are true, we should be keeping Zach Levine. But, you know, anything can happen. But other than that, I mean the Bulls are back in the playoffs, and I feel like we'll make the playoffs again. Even if we bring this roster back, make no improvements, we'll make the playoffs again. But of course, that's not what we want. I've been hearing I've been hearing a lot of talks of getting Rudy Gobert. Yeah. I mean, Rudy Gobert is a really good player, and I feel like he would automatically make us a championship team. If we're able to bring Zach Levine back, got DeRozan, got Lonzo, we continue to develop Patrick Williams, which I don't think that we should trade at all. Some people think that he gonna be the next Kawhi Leonard. I feel like slow the brakes on that. I mean, he's had one season, 1.5 season, where he really has shown that he's not too aggressive. I feel like he don't want to step on nobody's toes, but he was drafted fourth. You top 5 draft pick, man. You gotta step up. We drafted you to possibly be the man. Come on, man. Show us why we picked you. But back to Rudy Gobert, it's looking like we might possibly trade Kobe White, Vucevic, and a pick. I feel like you throw in a couple more second round picks. That's a good pull for a team that the Utah Jazz, a team that is in a tough spot right now. You get Vucevic, you get a young guard and Kobe White, possibly get somebody nice at the pick that the Bulls have, which I believe is 18. The Bulls have the 18 pick. Then a couple, second round picks. I mean, you could turn second round picks into gems. I don't feel like the Bulls should give up too much, but honestly, that trade package is nice. I feel like for both teams, and we'll just get Rudy Gobert straight up. Don't need no picks. Yeah, if we do that, and then we go out and go get a small forward, couple small forwards, maybe get some more shooting because we don't have lights out 3-point shooters, so we could use some more shooting. If we do something like that, the Bulls can be back in the top three, top two, for sure, for sure. We have a solid team. Caruso is a big part of that identity that we're trying to bring in. Trying trying to get back to that defensive minded Bulls team of the 90s, and then got the 2008 to around 2014, 2013, where the Bulls were a pretty good solid team defensive wise, consistently in the playoffs, top 3 in the East. I feel like we can get back to that if we just continue to build on that defensive identity. Yep. Defense wins championships. At the end of the day, we want to get at it. We want to have tenacious defenders, rebounders, hustle players, and we have a good solid mix of those people. Devontae Green, I like his edge. I hope we bring him back. And yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy right here, Marco Simonovic, I'm interested in what he'll do. Maybe he'll be a pick. Maybe he'll be a piece. 6'11", 22, center. Hey, I haven't seen too much about him, but hey, potential is always something. And these guys are in the NBA for a reason. And we've seen plenty of times that players are able to come out of nowhere, right? Come out of nowhere and show us how they can make themselves a name. So, salute to the Bulls. I love my Bulls, Chi-Town Bulls, and hopefully they are able to make some smart moves this offseason. We got a new front office, and they're doing pretty well, if you ask me. They're doing pretty well. So I say keep up the good job, and that's it. The Bulls are they're on the way up. I don't see them going back or taking a step back at all. It's only going forward. But Zach, stay in the shy, baby. Come on, man. Stay in the shy. But I love y'all. I got another team for y'all tomorrow, completely at random. I don't even know yet. We'll see. I hope y'all enjoy this series. I mean, yeah. Continue to tune in, continue to support. I love y'all, and enjoy y'all day. Peace out.